Remember, you don't need to book your flights up front. Neither do you need to book your hotel reservations up front, as in you don't have to pay for it. As a matter of fact, the embassy recommends that you don't book your flight before you apply for the visa, because if you don't get approval, then what happens, right? What can I say? Been there, done that. But thanks be to God, I've never been rejected. So I'm not saying don't buy your tickets before, but you don't have to. Just to be on the safe side, if you want to wait until after you get your approval for your Schengen visa, then buy your tickets, sure. But there are ways to get flight and hotel reservations without actually spending any money. So to not spend any money, you can use flight reservation services. There are some travel agencies that offer that service. You can buy refundable tickets. Ensure that whatever tickets you're purchasing, that you can cancel and get a refund, or you can make changes to your ticket after the fact, especially if you're buying it way in advance. And finally, there are lots of hotels that allow you to reserve the booking, and you can print or download that hotel reservation, add it to your application without having to pay for the reservation until you get to the hotel. And if you're booking Airbnbs, it's the same, but always look for those Airbnbs with very flexible cancellation policies. So look for the Airbnbs where you can cancel the booking the day before, or at least 48 hours before your check-in date. So really, the embassy just needs proof to validate that your trip makes sense. They're not gonna ask you for any receipts or paid tickets. If you choose to pay and provide that as proof, that is your prerogative, as long as you know what you're doing and you make sure that whatever you've already paid for is either refundable or changeable, flexible. They just need proof, so an unpaid reservation is just as fine. However, note that if you're not paying for your reservations and your tickets beforehand, and you're just giving the embassy reservations that have not been paid for, when you are presenting funds in your account sufficient for the cost of your trip, ensure that those funds not only include 80 to 100 US dollars per day for when you're on the trip, but also includes sufficient funds for the costs of the tickets, the cost of the hotel and the Airbnb reservations, etc. Those expenses must be accounted for in your proof of funds, which is your bank statement or whatever it is that you're presenting to the embassy as proof that you can afford your trip.